29th of November, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Right. Good morning again. Thank you, Lou. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst, as Lou said. Here you see with Samanavshi here in Yerushalayim, here Zoom, learning Pierke Avos in the 5th period. The 10 things that were created during Mena Shmashos Ma'aser Bereshis. And now we're learning about the Michtav, the Kasav, the Michtav, and the Luchos, and what the difference is between the three things. That you see Rashi's pshat, the Kasav is the lettering, and the Michtav is the Tevos, the words. So I have to understand what that means, how that fits in. That's also the Parish of the Orach as well. So here we are. Okay.
Okay.
Back to where we were.
Okay.
Right where the little green arrow is. Okay. Go ahead, Mary. Continue on.
Okay. So Ve'eni Yodea Lama Nimnu Shnayim.
Well, and the question is, I don't know why these are two separate things. Right? Why should they be? The question on Rashi's pshat is, why should these be listed as two separate things? The osios and the tevos, basically the same thing. The words are made up of letters, and the letters make up the words. So why is it considered listed as two separate things? Okay. So that's the question on Rashi's pshat, and the Orach's pshat as well.
Okay. The Rabbeinu Yonah Zecher Livracha. Not sure what Dalet Hey is.
That's Rabbeinu Yonah. Now, what's Rabbeinu Yonah?
Okay, that's his, Perush. So Rabbeinu Yonah's explanation. Okay, is Hakatav Shahaita Ketuva L'fnei Hashem Yitbarach Be'esh Shechora Al Gabei Esh Levana. Okay, so Rabbeinu Yonah's explanation.
Right, the Kasav, what's the Kasav? That's the Kosva Fnei Hashem Yisborach, the Hashem HaKadosh Baruch who wrote these, so to speak, Be'esh Shechora Al Gabi Eish Levana. That the letters were written by Kadosh Baruch Hu, black fire on top of white fire.
Oh.
You can understand this if you know a little about sunspots, right? Sunspots, it's all super hot. Not even, I don't know if you could even call it fire, but it's super hot. It's all combusting over there. But yet you see on the on the surface of the sun, on the image of the sun, you see dark spots here and there, and because they're less intense, the heat, whatever, and that creates a darker area, amidst the background of white or yellow combustion material, hydrogen, whatever it's made over there in the sun. So we can get an idea exactly what that might be based on how we see the sunspots on the sun. But this was miraculously made by Kadosh Baruch Hu, that there was black fire on top of the white fire. Okay, continue on.
Okay, let's see. Kemo shenizkar b'midrash chazit.
That's the Medrash Shir HaShirim, as he puts in brackets. Medrash Shir HaShirim, Parsha Hey Pasuk Tezvav. Divra Maskil Amar Rabbi Shimon.
Oh, okay.
If you want to look it up, that's where you can find it.
Okay. Uviyushalmi beperech mashoach milchama.
It's also there in Yerushalmi in the same point. That was the Kasav. Kadosh Baruch Hu wrote the lettering of the Luchos, black fire on white fire.
Mashoach milchama. Okay, so black on white. Huh? Okay. Then v'hamichtav tzurot haotiyot hacharotot al chaluchot.
What's the michtav? The michtav was the tzuras ha'osios, the form of the letters, rosos luchos that were emblazed upon the luchos.
Oh. Okay, good. Going on, let's see. Gamze perush be'aruch v'hosif shehayu nikra'in mikol hatzdadim.
Oh, okay. So the Orach also explains it this way, and now this is something else that we discussed a little bit yesterday, but now he's mentioning it in the name of the Orach. It was also readable from all directions.
Oh, really? Wow.
And that will explain. Maybe we'll see how far he goes in terms of explaining the miraculousness of this point over here.
You call it Sadadim. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Excuse me, it was readable from all directions. All sides.
Okay. T Targona Perush Arba'at Sadadim. So that's all four sides. Excuse me.
What's tetragona?
Right. Like tetragona, that's he says the parishes are all four sides. I guess that's like a tetragram. What's a tetragram?
Tetragram is it's
Excuse me?
four sides. I don't know. I don't remember.
Tetragram.
I think it's just a four-sided object.
Oh, maybe.
Right. Parish arbit studying. It's an object that has four sides. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was readable. It was readable from all four sides. In whatever direction you would look at it, you're able to see the Esa Mamaris, Esa Devarim on the Luchos written there, and it would be readable from all four sides, and that's part of the miracle that was taking place here.
Wow. Okay. V'chein hu b'Yerushalmi. It's also in the Yerushalmi. Perach Mashuach Milchama. V'gam zeha perush eino mityashav. It's also in the perush eino mityashav.
Right.
Shehato.
Meaning it says Gam Zera parish, even also this explanation, Ena Misyashiv, it's not settled, meaning he's not happy with this parish. We had the parish of the Rashi and the Orach, that the Kasav with the Osios and the Mikta with the Tevos, that was difficult to understand. And then we have this other explanation that the ksav was the black fire on top of the white fire, and the miktav was the the formation of the osus on the luchos themselves. And so this is not exactly agreeable. He's not happy with this explanation either, right? Perish. Also, this commentary, is not so settled, right? Why?
Okay, Shahatorah Kodem Ha'olam Nivrat Velo Ben Hashmashot. Oh, okay.
But the Torah was created. You had mentioned this last week. The Torah was created before Ma'aser Bereishis, which was long before Ben Ishmashis of Ma'aser Bereishis.
Oh, okay.
So we're still searching for a proper explanation.
So I had heard that it was the Torah that was black fire on white fire. Is that also true, or did I hear incorrectly?
This I don't know. Meaning, I'm not sure if the whole Torah had this quality to it. I don't know.
I had heard that when Moshe was on the mountain for the 40 days,
Right.
and Hashem was teaching him the Torah. Hashem displayed the Torah in black fire on white fire, and Moshe was writing it down.
Could be. Again, it sounds that would have to be a medrash. I'm sure it could be located, right? We don't make these things up. So, I can, if given time, I can try and find it, or maybe we'll just come across it one way or the other. Okay.
I was just thinking that this statement here, that the Torah preceded the world, the universe,
Right.
And it was not created during the Twilight.
Right.
If the Torah was also black fire and white fire, then that would make this understandable to me. It'd be saying, wait a second, you've already got the black fire and white fire. Why do you need to make that a condition of Twilight?
Right. Meaning that would be why this explanation is a little bit difficult.
Yes.
Right. That could be part of what his question is. Any mystery, he says this explanation is not exactly acceptable. Torah kodem ha'olam nivra v'lo ben hashmoshes. Right.
Right.
So and he'll explain. Let's see. It could be like as you're saying that if the osios, the fire, the osios, the Torah, all those things were there before Ma'aser Bereishis. So it couldn't have been created neither during Ma'aser Bereishis nor Bein Hashmoshes. So what was exactly created? So that's not acceptable at this point to say that that's the pshat here. And let's see how he explains it. What's his difficulty? See how he phrases his difficulty with this pshat.
Okay, let's see. Ve'im nifrash hakatav tzurot haotiyot va'amichtav ma shekatuv al haluchot.
Right. The im nifrash kasav. If you're going to explain, kasav means the form of the letters, and a miktav, and the miktav is masha kasav al luchos, and the miktav is what was written on the luchos. Shenemar, as it says in the pasuk, this is a pasuk in Shmos, right?
Okay, let's see. Shenemar v'michtav. V'chtav Elokim hu ha-cherut al haluchot.
says that Hamikdav, that which was written. It was written by a Kadosh Baruch Hu charos al cheres. It was engraved. It was engraved on the luchos. It was emblazoned on the luchos. So what's that? So what's the difficulty in that? Let's see. Continue on.
Okay. Let's see. V'haya Titragona Kamosha Perush Bal Aruch.
That's going to be like it would be the tatruna. It's going to be like the four-sided cube, as it was explained by the Orach. So if that's the case, so Yisyashiv Yofet, go ahead.
Okay, one sec. Okay, so let's see. Yityashev Yafeh im ma shenizkar v'yushalmi Perak Mashuach Milchama.
That was which was mentioned before, that it was readable. It was readable on all four sides, meaning it wouldn't be difficult to understand that, even though it's true that the Torah existed before the Olam, meaning it was there before Ma'aseh Bereshis and before the twilight of Ma'aseh Bereshis. So really, what was written in the Torah, all those letterings and all those words of the Aseres Dibros and the Luchos were there previous to the Kiyum of the Olam, the creation of the world. Nevertheless, what was the unique excuse me, what was the unique thing that was created Ben Ishmael? It was the Luchos themselves and the way the Aseres Dibros were written on the Luchos. That was something which was new and non.
Okay.
So therefore, that would be a proper explanation.
What is this word? Yisyashev?
It's literally means settled. But the word yeshiva, right? What's the word? It's the same source as the word yeshiva, right? Yeshiva is a place where people sit and they learn, right?
Right.
A yishuv, what's a yishuv? A yishuv is a settlement, right?
Right.
So Yisyashev, it's settled. It's settled very nicely, meaning it's not settled, meaning it's not acceptable, the explanation. And Yisyashev, it is settled.
Got it.
Okay, let's go to the next. Let's see. Yeah, we have time. Let's go to the next paragraph.
Okay, V'yesh miprashim. Hakatav heim aseret hadibrot beluchot. And the hamiktav hu hakeli shebo kotvim v'chortin b'avanim. Oh, that's another explanation.
Right.
So the hakatav is the actual 10 statements.
Right, the kasab, meaning the writing, that what was written, and what was written there, that was the Aseres Dibros on the Luchos.
Okay. And then the Tav, that was the vessel in which they wrote and engraved in the stone.
Right, very good. So that's like I had explained yesterday, right? My first explanation yesterday, what the Ksav was with the writing, And the michtav was the implement that was used to write.
Okay, to engrave. Okay, good. Kamo, 8 bars. Oh, like a metal pen, I guess. A
That's
pen
called, I
of
think,
iron.
they call it a stylus. No, is that what they call it, Roy?
Right.
That's
Right.
different than a chisel, right?
That's a sharply pointed instrument for engraving, for
Mhm.
scratching into metal.
Yeah.
Stone.
Hmm,
Okay. So I guess you could scratch into stone as well, no?
Yes.
Okay. Bamiktav Garcinan al Mikshol Mazleg.
So, come on, et bars like a metal. Okay. Hamichtav, hamichtav, Garcinin al mishkal mazleg, masme, and hamichtav. Okay. So, mish al mishkal Garcinin mish al mishkal mazleg. Mazleg is like a fork, right? Mashkel mazleg masmer. Uh, Masmer is a nail. I guess it's also similar things to the way they use the implement to use to do engraving. I guess on
Okay.
stone or metal.
Oh, okay. Masmer Kamo Hasil v'Hasidah v'Hamiktav Yesh Berishun Mikudashim.
Okay, he's bringing proofs as to that it should be like this. Okay, but Kalim is also a Mishnah in the Masechtas Kalim. That Michtav Shenoto Hakasav. The Michtav is what places the writing. That's again, it's the writing implement.
Oh, okay. It became Perush Rashi, Zecher Livracha, Beperech, Makom Shenahagu.
Right, that's
Right.
I'm not sure. Maybe that's a good. I'm not sure if that parak is in Psachim. Might be in Psachim. I've forgotten. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Vizehu Hanikra Etzba Elokim. Oh, and it's written, or it's called the finger of Hashem.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Which is what? Oh, that's in Shemot. Okay.
Right. That's I think by well, where is it? That was that spell it. That was used in reference to one of the Makkahs, I think. No.
Oh, maybe. Shemot Lamed Aleph.
You have the far into smoke.
Let me see if I can quickly find it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Shemot, okay, Lamed Aleph. Hold on, Lamed Aleph. And it's Yud Chet, 3118.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the pasuk says, when Hashem finished speaking to him on Mount Sinai, he gave Moses 2 tablets of testimony, stone tablets inscribed by the finger of God. So that's it.
Okay.
3118. Okay. Great.
Thank you, man.
Okay. So now let me find my place again.
So end of the third line down.
Oh, the end of the third. Right, right. Thank you so much. Okay, so that was Shemot 31:18. The Targumo, Onkelos, that's Ba'ah de Hashem. Oh, and I guess the Targum of Onkelos also says it's the finger of Hashem.
Right.
Okay. Velo, Targumo, B'mimra de Hashem.
Right. He didn't the target as the member, the statement of Hashem, right? He said it was the figure of Hashem, not the mimer, the statement of Hashem.
Oh.
Because that's, we call it the Aseres Dibros, right? Dibros, the statements, the utterances, those were made from a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So, but he didn't target the Meimer Hashem, the statement of Hashem. His target was that it was the etzba of Hashem.
The etzba of Hashem. Okay. Nireh shebikli nechakaku haotiot beluchot.
So near it seems that was done with the kli, that the letters were engraved upon the luchos.
Oh.
Okay.
On the tablets. Okay, great. Okay. V'chein perush Rabbeinu Moshe Zecher Livracha the Sefer Hamoreh.
Yeah, that would be the Rambam. Rabbeinu Moshe would be the Rambam.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shebikli nichtavu v'oto kli nikra etzba Elokim. So the Rambam said, okay, so let's see. That what v'oto, it's leathers are called the kli. No.
Yeah, two, 3 lines up. The Sefer Hamoreh, that's the Rambam Sefer Hamoreh in the Ruchim. The kli that was the writing implement. But also kli nikra etzbe Elokim, and that specific kli was called the etzbe Elokim.
Oh, okay. So the kli was okay. Okay, Kimo shenikra ha mata Elokim.
Right. So you say, don't think that he's just trying to explain that. Don't think there was actually a finger here that was doing the writing. It's simply that was the reference to how the luchos were formed by a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and it's just a reference to that a Kadosh Baruch Hu did it, but not that he was a finger that was doing that actual writing. Just like the mata is referred to the mata Elokim, but the mata was not, something that was part of Hashem. Not possible.
Oh, okay. Okay, v'nivra kishen nivra'u haluchot shelo nemra bo b'yira b'sheshet yimei Breshit.
All right, and that will bring us to the point of it being created during Ma'aser Breshis. V'nivra kishenivru luchos, and it was created when it was the luchos created. Nimra Bria there was not mentioned anything about these things being created during the 6 days of creation, right?
Okay, v'yefshar achar kain shenemar ein kol chadash tachat hashemesh from Kohelet im kain bein hashmashot nivra.
So it can't be created afterwards. This will be something which was new, which could not be created after the Ma'aser Bereshis. Okay, therefore, so
Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's nothing, Ein Kol Chadash Tachad HaShemesh. O Im Kain Bein Hashmashot Nivra.
right. So therefore, they were created during Bein Hashmoshes of Ma'aser Bereshis.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's Kohelet. If so, nothing was created. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, it was created. So therefore it was created at Twilight. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Good. Okay, so we had a few different explanations of what the miktab and the what the kasab and the miktab were, and so the most straightforward explanation, according to what we're learning here now, is that the kasab is the letters, the miktab is the writing implements, and the luchos that they were the cubes that were readable from all four directions. And the miracle was that the lettering was suspended in the air, meaning, for example, you have a mem sofi, right? The word elkim that appears in the luchos. So there's a mem sofi there, right? So it's basically just a square, and there's a so how did the internal part of the mem sofi be suspended, right? It was suspended in midair.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing
Good point.
attached to it. Right. So, and also that the fact it could be seen and read on all sides equally the same. So those are the miracles of the luchos. Very good. Okay, so we're about to start a new paragraph. I thought maybe we'll make a break here rather than starting a new paragraph that we won't finish in a few minutes left. And we'll get ready for the next year in a few minutes to continue with the Mishnah Berurah.
Very good.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, thank you, Drew. Thank you, Roy, and thank you, Mayor. And